When you are just starting out your business, there are a lot of things that need to be done. So in today's video, I'm stepping you through the 3 ways that you are wasting time in your business and what to do instead. If we are just meeting, hello, I am Nicole. I am an online business manager and founder of Bloom Admin Services. We are a full-service virtual support agency that helps entrepreneurs streamline their systems, amplify their authority, and scale their businesses with ease. So it's safe to say that I have been working in a lot of businesses when they're in the startup phase. And so I want to step you through 3 places where you are probably wasting your time because I want you to be able to do as much as possible to get your business up and running and making you money. So the first area that you are probably spending too much time is that you are doing what I lovingly call Procrasti-branding. Okay, so let's be clear up front, having a visual look and feel of your brand is so important. You want everything to feel really cohesive. You want to have brand colors. You want to be using consistent fonts. This is true on your website, your social media, basically anywhere where people are going to see you out in public. But too many people get stuck in playing around with fonts, trying different colors, doing their website over and over and over again. And if you're constantly tweaking your branding, you are actually stopping yourself from doing the thing that is going to make your business money. Because the truth is that your branding is going to shift and evolve over your entire business. There is no, I'm just going to set it and forget it. It is a living, breathing thing. So give yourself permission to do good enough when you're starting, knowing that you can definitely revisit it down the road. I also want to take a second and let's talk about your photo shoot, right? Because when we think about visual branding, we think about Instagram influencers who have these beautiful images of themselves. They look great, right? You do not have to invest thousands of dollars into getting a professional photo shoot for yourself, right? You need good lighting. You need a friend who is willing to help you out, or get a tripod on Amazon for your smartphone or your camera and go out and get a remote shutter. Take a few pictures of yourself, right? Make sure that you are dressed professionally. Find a really cool brick wall, or, clean up one side of your living room and take some pictures. It doesn't have to be fancy, but you do need to be the visual face of your brand. Now, once you have your photos, once you have your, visual branding, let's take the confusion out of graphic design, right? So you can use a program like Canva to create graphics. There are really great presets out there. You can get the Lightroom app for your phone and spend, $30, $40 on some presets. I'm going to link in the description to a really great set of presets that I personally use. You just put your picture in Lightroom, apply the preset. It looks bright, airy, exactly what you want it to be, and it looks like you spent hours retouching it when really you spent 30 seconds. It's a really great way to shave some time off of that process. I also recommend taking the time to invest in a stock photo subscription. So when you go into Canva or you go to a free site like Unsplash is a really great free place to get stock photos. Those are royalty-free stock photos. You can use them for free, but everybody else is picking from the same set of free images. So you'll see the same really popular images over and over and over again. You can save time I use Hootstock. I'm going to put a link to it in the description, but it is a stock photo subscription. It's really affordable, but I can go in and I can search by if I need a vertical image for a pin on Pinterest, or if I need a wide hero image for a website. I can search by if I want people in them, if I want tech, if I need a mock-up, I can search by color, right? They make it super, super easy to get really on-brand images that look professional and that everyone else is not using, right? So These are just some really simple ways that you can simplify your branding, get it done, and then move on, because you have much more really important things that are going to make your business money. So one place that you are probably wasting time and money is your website. And for a lot of people, this causes them a lot of stress, right? Because you may feel the pressure to have that fancy custom website, but you are struggling to know, can I build this myself? Am I going to get over my head? Am I going to waste a lot of time making this happen? So let's talk about that. It is nice to have a website when you're starting out, but it's not a necessity, because really your website is a place on the internet where people can learn who you are, can hear about your services or your product, and they can either get a link to buy, or if you have any freebies, you can offer them as well. This is nice to have in a website form, but it can also be your Facebook page. It could be your LinkedIn profile or your Instagram account, right? It just needs to be one central place where people can hear about you, hear about your services, and buy from you. If you are thinking, yeah, but I really want a website, I don't have the budget to hire it out to a web designer, there are some really great options that you can build your own website without having to know how to code or be a graphic designer. One-page websites work really, really well. I recommend using WordPress. It's going to scale with your business a lot easier than if you're building it on something like Squarespace or Wix or Weebly. WordPress is going to set you up for success in the future. So I always recommend going that route. You can use a builder like Elementor that allows you to drag and drop things. You don't have to know how to code. All you have to do is really have a Canva account and Elementor, and you can pretty much take care of anything you need to. I'm going to link in the description to my favorite WordPress themes as well. They use the Elementor builder. They're through an amazing shop called Blue Chic, and they're easy to use, to customize, and their support is really great. So if you get stuck and lost in the process, they can go in and help you figure out what's going on and help you fix it. Also realize that your website needs to be a living document. Just like your visual branding, you need to get it good enough to where it's getting you, the attention that you need, where people can learn about who you are, they can buy from you. But know that as your offers change, as your freebies change, as your business shifts and evolves, your website is too. So don't just set it, forget it, think about, look at it as something that you're never going to think about again. Realize that you're going to be making tweaks until the end of time. So the third area where I see people losing so much sleep is this belief that you can make money in your sleep. And I saw something on Instagram the other day where it said, in order to make money while you sleep, you have to be able to make money while you're awake. Okay, so you have to build your email list consistently before you're able to do passive income products. Okay, so people start thinking from the very beginning of their business, oh, I want to set up this thing that makes me thousands of dollars without me really having to show up and do a whole lot of work. Well, that's great. And there are people who do that really, really well. But those people also had established businesses before they set up those funnels, right? You need to be able to have a freebie that's irresistible enough to grow your list consistently before you can use that as the start of a passive income funnel, right? I recommend that you do a live launch at least once of a product that you want to make passive. So there's no specific list size that I have in my, that exists for when you're ready to live launch. But in general, I recommend that you have 1 to 2 consistent lead generation freebies that get you lots of opt-ins that convert well, that you have an audience where you're getting really great open rates and click rates. So when I say open rates, I mean how many people are actually opening the email when it hits their inbox. You want to have at least 20%. That's kind of the threshold of when I think that you're ready to launch. I also think that you need to shoot for a click-through rate, or the number of people who open the email and then they click the link in the email. You want to have 1 to 2%, 2% is better. Anything over 2% is really great. So that way you know that your list is there, they're engaged, they're ready to buy from you, they're warm. That's when it's okay to launch. You live launch, you see what works well and what didn't work well in a live launch, and then you set up a funnel that takes people through the freebie into the offer, automated, so you don't have to think about it, right? But you have to be able to run it live. You have to be able to get people to opt in, get people engaged, get the right people on your list before you can start thinking about passive income. So most people, if you're watching this video, it's probably a little early to start thinking about that, right? Don't lose sleep over it right now. Focus on making money while you're awake so that you can set up those passive income funnels. Because the truth is that a lot of people who are getting those, leads through a webinar or a really great freebie, who are selling those low cost offers and then selling people into high ticket offers, they're using a lot of ad spend to make that happen, right? They may just be breaking even on that low cost offer because they're putting so many ad dollars into it. The goal really, this is what we want it to be self-liquidating, right? So these methods, they really aren't passive. You are always tweaking a funnel. For example, there have been some really big changes with Facebook ads recently, and everybody's having to rethink how they do things. It's never something, again, that you set and forget. It has to be a living, breathing thing. So is it really passive? No, it's not really passive. The way that you show up is different. You may have a team supporting you to make this happen, which is usually what happens with a passive income funnel. But just know that in all of these areas, when it comes to your visual branding, to your website, to how you are setting up your business to have passive income, all three of those things, they are going to grow and evolve with your business. So don't spend too much time thinking about your visual branding. Don't lose sleep about your website. Don't really think too much about passive income when you're starting out. Really just focus on getting really solid freebies, really solid offers, connecting with your ideal client, and selling on your sales calls, or getting people to buy your offers if they hit it on your website or they see it in your link tree and your Instagram account, right? Focus on those areas and the rest will come after that, okay? So if you like this video, I'm going to put some suggested videos here on other ways that you can simplify your systems, and if it's time for you to outsource in your business, to know what kind of support that you need. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notifications every time I come here to drop some knowledge for you.